Rolling now. Hey everybody, we are live. I think I have this going now. Welcome to Show Choir Live, everybody. Is the first competition Saturday of 2015, and I have a special message from Matoaca High School in Virginia.
Hello from Chesterfield, Virginia. We're high and back from Matoaca High School. Welcome to Show Choir Live.
It's the most wonderful time of the year, with the kids jingle belling and everyone telling you be of good cheer. It's the most wonderful time of the year. It's the happiest season of all.
So, we have music now.
We're cool.
We're cool now, Adam. Can you believe
First of all, that was very well rehearsed with Matoaca. They had lots of words to say together.
Yeah, I think that was our fourth or fifth take, but I guess I'm not supposed to divulge that, huh?
I guess not.
Hey everybody, welcome to Show Choir Live. I am here outside of Richmond, Virginia. My name is Alex Hall. I'm a choreographer, and I work with show choirs all over. And yeah, we're excited to have you. And Adam, why don't you introduce yourself and tell everybody what you do?
Yeah, I'm Adam Peters. I'm from Iowa City, Iowa, currently in Coralville, Iowa, which is a neighbor. I am a co-director of a show choir in Muscatine, Iowa, and then also clinic around with Yeah?
Yeah, sorry, I think you
Yes,
froze for a second there, but I think we're good now.
Okay, cool.
So, yeah, welcome to competition season. We have a lot to talk about. It's kind of weird to be doing it on a Saturday when results are like just coming in right as we go live. But I think Adam should be ready to read everything we've got so far from across the Midwest. Go ahead, Adam. Let's see what we got.
From Central Crossing, the final results at Central Crossing. In 5th place, Grove City. 4th place, Marion Harding. 3rd place, Piqua. 2nd place, Fairfield Girls. And 1st place went to Fairfield. Also, there was a competition in Missouri called the State Fair Community College competition. And 2nd place was Jefferson City. 1st place was Oak Park. Currently, we only know the finalists for the Turbo. The finalists in performance order was Janesville Craig, Holman, Sioux Falls, Washington, Omaha Westside, Monona Grove, and La Crosse Central. Finals are still underway at Ankeny Centennial's competition, and the finalists there, which we know the prelim scores, in 6th place, Millard West's girls group. 5th place was Ankeny, 4th place was Linn-Mar, 3rd place was Millard West, 2nd place was Urbandale, and 1st place was Hastings. Once again, I'll say that was prelims results. Those groups are still in finals right now, so those results hopefully, maybe, will be coming out sometime while we're on the air. And then big results at Prairie Premier. These are the final results. 6th place was Xavier. 5th place was Iowa City High with Best Band. Shout out to Austin Berry. 4th place was Cedar Rapids Jefferson. 3rd place was Cedar Rapids Kennedy. 2nd place was Waukee Millennium with Best Vocals. And the grand champions of the Prairie Premier 2015 with Best Choreography was Johnston Innovation. And the cool thing about that is we have both choreographers on the show tonight, one Mr. Alex Hall and one Mr. Kevin Chase. So congrats, guys. You want to pop in your head just for a moment?
Hi, Kevin.
Hi. So that's pretty cool.
Do you know how far into finals we are at Centennial?
Hastings is about to go, and they did reverse order, I believe. So Hastings will go, and then I think they do results because Ankeny Centennial has already performed.
How's that work?
What do you mean?
Like, did
Ankeny
they
Centennial
perform
did
first?
their exhibition performance before awards in the day.
Ah, okay.
So then the
Gotcha.
rankings in the day, they do reverse order. So like Millard West was 6th, the girls group, so they went first. Ankeny was 5th, they went 2nd, so on and so forth.
Gotcha. So I wonder if we'll hear from Steph. I guess we'll just keep watching Twitter to see if we get results coming across the wire here.
Yeah.
If you guys are on Twitter or any social media, you can find us at Show Choir Live. But if you have questions for
Oh, I
us or
got
for
some results
Kevin,
coming in right now from Viterbo
ooh,
in Wisconsin. This is cool. This is just like election night with Brian Williams and Tom Brokaw. We're
this
off.
is like your dream, Adam.
I know. Gosh, man, a dream come true. All right, so 5th runner-up at Viterbo, Holman. 4th runner-up, Monona Grove. 3rd runner-up, Janesville Craig. 2nd runner-up, Sioux Falls, Washington. Best vocals and best chore. Oh, I don't want to give that away. It's just, this is a text, so sorry. First runner-up, La Crosse Central, Grand Central Station, and with best vocals and best choreography, Omaha West Side with the win.
Awesome. Congrats to Doran.
Yeah, go Doran.
And that was where? Viterbo?
Viterbo in Wisconsin. La Crosse, Wisconsin. Oh, hey, Jennifer Goldzick.
So is Centennial the last one then?
I believe so. Actually, Gretna, Nebraska. We don't have that on the sheet here, but they are in finals currently. I don't have the finalists listed. Also, yeah, I don't have that listed here. I can find it though.
Okay. Cool. If anybody knows Gretna results, just send us a tweet. We're watching for that. But if you have questions for myself or Adam or our guest who will scoot a little bit to the left in a few seconds here, Kevin Chase, just send those questions to us at Show Choir Live on Twitter, and we'll get to them as soon as we can. So, I do have an interview from some dance captains and a vocal captain from Matoaca that while we're waiting, maybe I'll roll that. And then as soon as we come back, we'll jump into results if we've got it, or we will jump in with Mr. Kevin.
Sweet.
So here's an interview that I did with the Matoaca guys after rehearsal today. Enjoy.
When we go through the fire, heart and hands on the line, it'll be okay. When we Thinking out the box from where I stand. Still more accents. And my rose sing with the diamonds, diamonds, rising from the dust.
The challenges that you guys come across as dance captains for a show choir.
Flocking. I never thought that telling somebody to stand in a spot would be as hard as it is, but it's so difficult sometimes.
I think it's hard finding like a balance between like group member and captain. So you don't want to like push people around, but you still have to be like in charge and stuff. So just like the whole respect back there, I guess.
If you were to give advice to next year's dance captains or to other kids who are dance captains for their show choir, like what have you guys learned that like works, or what advice would you give to other dance captains or vocal captains?
Do not yell,
Do not yell.
because they will lose respect for you quickly. Like what she said with the whole, like putting yourself, like being a captain and being a member of the group. Know your place.
You have to know when to be serious and when you can joke around because if you're serious all the time, you're not gonna get like genuine like feeling into the group, and you have to be able to balance it.
Where are you guys competing this year?
Marysville, Ohio.
Is it Thornburg? It's
Thornville. It's Thornville. Powhatan.
In Kickinton.
Is that it?
Yes.
I don't know.
That is it.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to the bus ride to Marysville because it's always very fun joking on people when they're asleep.
I'm looking forward to seeing other groups and like seeing other people's shows. I love seeing other people's shows. I can't wait to see Marysville.
My favorite part will probably be like I said this before, but when you're like waiting for awards or whatever, and they like get ready to announce it, and everybody's like freaking out, and, like holding hands, and, like all excited. That's like my biggest adrenaline rush, I think, other than being on stage, of course. Yeah, and when you're like right about to walk on the stage.
Yeah,
That's the
I was just about to say, I was like, when they
best.
call your name and the curtains open, you're just like, oh my gosh, this is it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Loveland.
Oh, Loveland.
Yeah.
Oh
I
my
love
god.
Twinsburg.
A shout out to our like sister school, Clover Hill, because we
Yes.
do a lot of stuff with
Clover
them.
Hill.
Our
Shout out
girls
to Up
group
Front.
up front.
What? Hey.
What do you think you will miss most about show choir next year?
Everything.
Oh please.
I was like,
Here we go. Oh my gosh.
This makes me so
God.
I'll miss
emotional.
you guys.
I don't know. I've been a part of it since sophomore year, and it's come to the point where like I can't imagine my weekends without coming to rehearsal and sitting or standing in one spot for like 5 minutes while somebody yells at you saying you're not singing loud enough. Like I'll miss that as much as I hate it now. Like I'm gonna miss it so much. It's hard to think that it'll be over soon, you know.
I don't want to think about it.
Yeah.
I just want to live for like right
Yeah, I
now.
wanna live in the
And
moment.
when it happens, it'll happen.
It,
I'll be
I mean, it is
surprised.
the first weekend.
Yeah.
So,
So,
I'm just gonna wait it out and see how I feel. I don't want it to end.
Gonna be balling at
that's
that
how I
last competition.
feel,
Gonna be balling at that last competition.
right?
Well, thanks for hanging out after rehearsal.
Bye.
Adios. Hey guys,
That was a fun interview with those guys.
Those guys seem really awesome.
Yeah. All the Matoa kids are really nice and smart and friendly and talented and cool, etc., etc., etc.
How long have you been choreographing them?
I think this is my 4th year, possibly. This year I did one number for each of their groups, and Jeremy Alfera did a lot, actually. And they'll be at Marysville's competition, so that's their first time out for any of you guys that are going to be there. So do we have any results in, Mr. Adam?
I don't see any others currently. Just still waiting on Centennial and Gretna. Colby as well. Colby, Wisconsin.
All right, well, let's just jump in with Mr. Kevin, and I'll have you introduce him. And we're getting a couple questions here on Twitter, so we'll get to those as we go. But Adam, why don't you introduce Kevin?
Happy to. How about
And then we'll go from there.
I'm super pumped and excited to introduce the awesome and wonderful Mr. Kevin Chase, choreographer, clinician, adjudicator, amazing person, best friend to me, and just an amazing all-around guy. Hey.
Hi, Kevin.
This is weird because we've never done this with a host in one city and a host sitting next to the people, besides the California episode from last year, which was everyone. It was just a craziness. But yeah, I feel like Oprah, so I guess
You
I
are
am.
Oprah. It's cool.
Thanks, Gail.
But yeah, I want to start off the interview because, guys, oh yeah, you are Gail,
I'm
right?
Gail.
Well, okay, so let's reverse the roles because you're Oprah and
Wow.
I'm Gail.
We'll see.
Kevin is pretty motivational.
He's motivational and he's got a lot more money than I do, so that, I mean, it's true. I'm poor.
Oh my.
Anyways, yeah, I want to talk to you guys first. Congrats, guys, on Johnston. That is incredible. You guys both choreographed them. Oh, air high five there.
Love it.
And you also both choreographed my group, Muscatine River City Rhythm. Both awesome groups, but let's talk about Johnston for a minute. What songs did you do, Alex?
I did the whole second half of the show, and Kevin did the whole first half.
What songs did you do though? Like what? You okay,
Oh
Kevin?
gosh, let's see. The girl's number is Rumor Has It, right?
Yep.
The guy's number is Love Runs Out. And the closer is What I Want by Daughtry.
Amazing job. I'm putting him on the spot, and he's gonna punch me later. Kevin Chase, your turn. What songs do you do?
My song, the opener, is Hurt by Christina Aguilera. And the second song is River Won't Flow.
Awesome. And their director is Hannah Ryan, who's in her first year.
First year, yeah.
Which is quite incredible.
She's 1-for-1.
Yeah, there you go. She should have stopped.
100%.
She's got a streak going right now. Wow.
Yeah.
Awesome job, guys.
It was fun to watch. They did really well. I was really proud of them. Super high energy, and they sang really well as well. It was awesome to see.
Yeah, I mean, I saw them on, what night was that with the snowstorm? Monday or Tuesday?
January 5th, I thought you maybe were there.
Yeah. So I was working with a group in Kansas. I drove from Wichita to Des Moines because my flight got canceled. And then the snow was so bad in Des Moines that I ended up only being able to rehearse for 80 minutes.
That's right. Yeah, she said that.
But I mean, they did a dress run and they were on. So I mean, it's surprising and like, whoa, that's amazing. But like, I'm not really shocked because they were rocking. They were rocking for sure. So
they're hardworking kids.
Congrats to you guys.
Yeah, and their prep won too.
Oh yeah, and who choreographs the prep? You and Dane?
Eklund and Nick Kwame.
And myself.
Oh, you.
Awesome. That's right. Cool. I'm like having a hard time speaking because the delay is like right in that zone where it's making me trip over myself. So I'm going to be going.
I mean, we could put earbuds on and share them. It would look a little funny.
No, I think it's the software that I'm running. I'll have to mess with it.
Okay.
But Kevin, why don't you tell us how you got started in show choir and in choreography in general, and we'll go from there.
Sure. I got started, I was a 4-year member of Bemidji Locomotive from Bemidji, Minnesota, which is like almost Canada. And I got offered the assistant director job of the varsity program when I was not even 20 years old yet. The director said, hey, come help us out, and I ended up doing my first year with them, and then the next year I started the women's program, La Voce Ballo, and still choreographed them. I think this is my 10th year with them. And then I took over and started doing the middle school programs there and the musical theater. And I started, Aaron Olson got me hooked up from Waconia, got me hooked up with a couple jobs, Waconia Current, and then another small school, and then I started choreographing at Linmar for their prep group. And in 2009, decided to move to Minneapolis to pursue a choreography freelance career. And I went from 4 groups to 19 the first year, and took off. So I love it. It's awesome. This is my 6th year just freelance, so happy to be a part of it. It's a lot of work, but we love it, obviously.
What year did you jump from 4 groups to 19?
It would have been my first year, 09 to 10, yeah.
Because that was the 19 year was the first year Muscatine.
Yeah.
Holy cow.
And it wasn't all full shows. It was like, half show. Right. There were some full shows, but
still, that's like quadrupling, or it's like 500% the workload of the year before. What was that year like for you?
It was exciting, but kind of scary, and I kind of felt you're kind of still trying to find yourself a little bit and what your niche is, and learning as you go as well, and how to balance different groups and how to teach differently with different groups, because different groups learn in different ways. But it was exciting. I had a lot of fun, but it was a little stressful too.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Why don't you tell us about RCR and So that's gonna be one of your longest like gigs, right? RCR.
It was 2010.
10, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that was my first year freelance, so there's a handful of groups that I've been with since the first year, other than like the Bemidji Girls group, forever, 10 years now. Yeah, Muscatine was one of the first ones in this area too, I think, in Iowa, because I still lived in Minneapolis then. So thanks to this guy.
What was awesome about that, I always tell this story to our friends, like, and it involves you, Alex Hall. You texted me one day because you were at DeKalb's rehearsal, and a bunch of the DeKalb kids were crowded around a computer watching this Iowa group and freaking out about the sick choreography and the sick song and who is this group? We never heard of them. And literally they were watching Muscatine Space Dementia, which was Kevin's song in the show. So that was awesome to hear. And he's like, I just thought it was amazing. Like, yeah, it was awesome. We love Kevin. We love having him. And he's one of the best, like, if any director needs, like, advice, needs, like, a show clinician, this guy, I'm telling you, I'm not kidding. 8 hours today, we worked with Muscatine, and I would be probably bald from all the hair I was about to pull out this season had we not gotten the show together.
Today.
Yeah, they did great. I was proud of them. They worked hard.
You said you teach different groups in different ways, which I think all of us kind of adjust to where we are and who we're with and the songs. But what are some ways that you notice yourself adjusting or teaching differently between different groups?
I can tell immediately when I'm teaching, like when I start teaching the first choreography for the first few 8 counts, I can tell if the group is going to pick up on what I say easily, or if it's like, okay, this is either my first year with them, so they don't understand how I teach yet, or this is perhaps a group that is starting out, maybe a little bit fresh and hasn't had as much experience learning choreography. And then I go into, okay, bring it down a notch, and then I try to teach with as much detail as possible. Like I can say to one group, okay, rock to the right and right behind turn. And they're going to go, okay. And then other groups are like, what? What does that mean, a right behind turn? So you're like, take your right foot, put it behind, turn your body around. I mean, so,
Right.
And there's some groups that really excel with like freestyle, artistic kind of stuff, especially in some story shows. And then there's other groups where you have to bring it back down to basics, and you have to explain to them how to get emotion across. But I love it. I love all avenues of that teaching experience. I don't know. It's really cool. And I think, usually you get better and better at it the more that you teach and the more that you work with groups. So, and I'm still learning as well. So I hope I continue to learn with all my groups. So
you actually design a lot of shows for your groups. What is your process with that, and when did that start for you as well?
It started with Waconia Power Company. Other than like and Bemidji, I would help with designing shows as well. But Waconia Power Company was one of my first big varsity programs, and designed the show. And it usually starts with either the idea or 1 or 2 songs that I love. And then I'm like, okay, this could be great with this kind of concept. What else can I pull into it? What else will work in, And sometimes it's obvious, and sometimes it's not as obvious, and you have to find some obscure song that no one's really heard. But I love show design. The other thing I usually do is make Adam listen to all my songs in all my shows. And if Adam says they're good,
that's
they're
a
good.
lie. I picked some duds before.
No.
Just kind of an offshoot. It says finals. Wait, from a post on showchoir.com, finals, Millard North. Well, I think that's just listing who's in finals. That's not results. So never mind. I thought we had results for a second. It does look like Hastings is finished.
Yeah.
performing. So those awards should be kicking in pretty soon. Kevin, tell me about how you create choreography. And this is a question I ask everybody. So, what's your process for creating choreography?
My process, I guess it depends on how familiar I am with the song at first. Usually if it's in a show that I designed, I pretty much have an idea already about what I want to do with it. But I would say the average would be I usually sit down with the sheet music and listen to it first. Sometimes I'll map it out so that I know that I have how many verses, how many choruses, where the dance break falls. Um, if you have 3 choruses, then it's like, okay, one needs to be one way, one can maybe be different levels, different choreography repeated, but maybe something else needs to be different. But I'm much more of a sit and thinker than I am a dance right away. And it depends on the song, but I mean, there are times where I will have choreographed an entire verse and chorus and have not danced it. And sometimes I'll dance it at home, and then sometimes I'm reading what I wrote at the group and literally reading it and dancing it for the first time when I teach it. And there are other songs where I'm dancing my butt off for 2 hours trying to figure out how a certain section is going to work. So it kind of depends on the song and the group and if there's a theme and whatnot. So that's pretty my average is I sit down with the sheet music and just kind of map it out and kind of think about kind of the skeleton of what I want it to be.
I've got some incoming results here from Colby, Wisconsin. In 7th place, the Onalaska Express. 6th place, Chi High. 5th place, Green Bay Preble. 4th place, Neenah. 3rd place, Fort Atkinson. 2nd place, Onalaska. And 1st place, Sauk Prairie. Sauk Prairie Executive Session, who is doing the musical Aida this year as their show.
Nice. That's awesome.
That is awesome.
Gift to Sauk Prairie.
Yeah, it doesn't have any captions, but yeah, Sauk did win.
Captions, if I recall, were given during the day.
And it was all Onalaska, wasn't it?
Yeah,
it was best band, best choreo, and best vocals to Onalaska in the day, but at night, Sauk has prevailed.
Awesome. Interesting.
I get to see them at Great River in Davenport, and I cannot wait. They come down every once in a while, and they sing their butts off. They perform so well.
They're such dedicated performers.
Some of the most.
Yeah, I did a clinic with them twice last year, and both times I was just like, there are so many people in here that are so committed. It's really an impressive group. That's really cool for them.
They're in the 2nd year under a new director too, which is awesome, and he's keeping the tradition alive, which is wonderful.
Awesome. Here's a question from Twitter for you, Kevin. Has there ever been a show? Oh, this is for all of us, apparently. Has there ever been a show any of you have seen that have moved you in a way that has always stuck with you?
Yes. My favorite, emotional show choir moment, I think it was 2007 Enterprise at Nashville Nationals, right? 2007?
Yeah, 2007, yeah.
I was there live in prelims and finals, and just the emotion that those kids put out there on that stage due to the horrible circumstances they were going through. I remember there was a moment where the soloist in the ballad started to cry a little bit, and she didn't enter where she was supposed to with the soloist, and the entire audience just rose, and it was just like the most awesome support I've ever seen at a show choir competition. That sticks with me always. That's like the most emotional moment I've ever had watching a group.
Yeah, that just to let viewers know who didn't know, in 2007, a deadly tornado hit Enterprise, Alabama, and it actually hit the high school, and 3 of the members of the show choirs passed away. And literally, I think it was a week later, Enterprise went to Show Choir Nationals and performed there. And
Yeah.
it's on YouTube. I was not there live, but
No.
I've seen the video, and every single time I just, you lose it every single time. Because you hear the audience, you see the kids, they finish their ballad, and then they're just holding hands. We have friends that were in that group, Karina Brown. Yeah, it's an amazing video. Alex, what was yours? I'm still thinking.
Something that has moved me in a way that has always stuck with me. That's tough because it kind of suggests like more along the lines of what's Kevin saying. Like there have been a lot of shows that have rocked so hard that I was like, man, I want to do that. It maybe wasn't the kind of impact like what Kevin's saying, you know. I mean, I can think of off the top of my head, like 2008 Wabanzi Valley, Fame Chicago, sitting in the balcony up behind the judges. Just what? Like the second they started in prelims, the whole auditorium was out of breath. It was wild.
Awesome.
I'll definitely not forget that one. You know, and there have been a lot of other moments like that, but that's the first one I can think of for sure.
I would say I have a few, and mine mostly revolve around ballads because I am a ballad person. I love ballads. The first impactful ballad that got me as a freshman in high school, I was at the Great River competition, my high school's competition, in the balcony, wasn't really paying attention during a group, and they started doing He Lives in You from The Lion King. It was Davenport Northside Establishment, and it was phenomenal. And I started tearing up, and I really didn't have a clue why, because I was just a freshman weirdo that didn't know his place in life. But yeah, that was so impactful. In 2008, at Onalaska's competition, Wheaton Warrenville South was there, and it was basically their big, like, splash year where they came in. No one really kind of knew about them. They were doing their show. They were pretty solid. They get to the ballad, and it was Anyway mixed with Eye of the Sparrow. Is that, yeah. And I was sitting in a row of show choir nerds. I remember Anna Kramer was there with me, and we were watching this group, and they were singing their ballad, and the entire row, we were just losing our bananas. We were just like looking at each other like, what is going on? Like, these guys are amazing. And by the end of it, we were just so moved that we gave them a standing ovation. And I don't know if everyone else was just like 90 years old from Wisconsin and couldn't hear, but we were the only people standing. Our entire row just gave them the standing ovation. So I remember that. And of course, like you said, Ty Tribbett medley, same year at Fame New York Day Around. They just rocked your face off with that song.
That was a fun time for a while, watching those two groups kind of emerge.
Yeah.
It was really wild. I mean, it doesn't happen very often that all of a sudden you've got two powerhouses in the same region just kind of out of nowhere.
Yeah.
That was a really fun time.
Yeah. I also remember my freshman year competing at Totino Grace competition. I remember the first time that I ever saw a group be in a clump and spread out and do a step out on a key change, and I was like, oh my god, that was just so amazing.
It still works to this day.
We just did one today.
Yeah.
No, it's just that was like, oh, I died. I just died.
I have breaking news. There is a conga line going on at Ankeny Centennial's competition. Just keeping you up to date.
Conga.
That is definitely newsworthy.
Yes. Kevin, tell us your favorite song you've ever choreographed. I want to know.
My favorite song I've ever choreographed. I might say this year, I would say Cedar Rapids Jefferson, West Side Delegation, their closer this year. It's a mixture of Dark Horse, Katy Perry, and Blown Away by Carrie Underwood. And it's just, those kids rock that closer out today, and they did it. It's so good. They just perform it so well, and it's like a strong vocal song and super strong choreo. I mean, they rock it out. So that probably would be right now, which is funny that it's this year. Probably my favorite singular song right now that stands out to me.
That's
That's
awesome.
Cool. Yeah.
I thought maybe you would say Mad World Slow Me Down from Muscatine 2010.
The guys and girls songs that I choreographed and got cut from the show. Cheers.
He always gives me a hard time about that. He, for years, was like, that is my favorite choreography I've ever done, and it never saw the light of day. And it was nothing to do with him. It was completely arrangement problems.
Yeah.
So, whatever.
So,
That's show
My
business.
Yeah, my kids asked me today, they're like, why do you always cut stuff? I'm like, because I'm making you better.
That's how it works.
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't know what like my favorite song I've ever choreographed is.
Hard. It really is.
For a while.
You don't think
I
it's something
Like
from,
just off the top of my head, I really liked Paradise from.
I was just thinking.
2015.
I just heard that song the other day in a store and thought of you, actually.
Oh shucks, you guys.
It was great. I love that show.
So where will you be judging this year, Kevin?
I'm not judging as much as I have in the past. Last year I didn't judge at all because I had jaw surgery. So this year I was like, I'll ease back in a little bit. So I'll be judging at Sioux Falls, Washington in March, and Cedar Rapids, Jefferson also in March. February, I just a few weeks ago maybe, just got hooked up to judge at Lincoln Southwest. And I think those are the only three like high school competitions that I'm judging. I will be judging Fame Branson this year, which would be super exciting. And then possibly the new McKendree Show Choir. Their new director, Adam Pulver, contacted me to possibly judge there. So I think I'll be doing those 5. Adam,
Okay, is that gonna be a competition?
I think so.
It's a competition right now. It has 14 groups signed up. I don't know the groups offhand, but yeah, it's their first year.
And it's in April.
It's in April.
April 8th.
It's the weekend of SoCal. It's 18th of April, a week after John Burroughs.
Okay, gotcha.
So that'll be fun.
Where are you going to watch?
Oh, well, I was at Prairie today, just for the last 4 groups and then awards. I'll be at Muscatine, RCR, River City Showcase.
We all will be together. This triangle of people will be together next weekend.
That'll be fun. So I'll be there, and then I think I might go to Johnston and watch. I have some groups there. It'd be awesome to see Johnston again, and I have Bloomington Kennedy who will be there, so that'll be fun to go watch them and support them. And then Bloomington Kennedy's competition, the end of January.
We'll all be there too.
Oh, right, yeah.
Oh, yes, we're all there, yeah. Wow.
Love it.
Great River, Davenport?
Great River, I cannot wait to attend that. It's going to be a great, great contest. And then we'll see. Probably check out a few other high school competitions and perhaps I'd like to go to Nashville Nationals this year. It's a great lineup.
Did you see that lineup, Alex?
Yeah, that's one of the ones. That's for sure.
Yeah, I'm excited. So we'll probably go there, and then probably Fame Nationals. We'll see how scheduling lines up and whatnot. So
it should be good.
How many are you judging?
How many am I judging?
Yeah.
I think 5 or 6, and I'm going to 4 with Prospect.
Oh, wow.
So somewhere in there.
Yeah, cool.
But I'll see you at least twice, if not more.
Yeah. Sweet.
I have a question. Oh, Okay, no, we already did that. I do have a question saying, what inspired you to be a choreographer?
Um, I don't know if it necessarily inspired me to be a choreographer, but I was inspired to pursue a show choir career and be involved in show choir um, for two reasons. One, my choreographer in high school was April James, and I just think she is amazing and so creative and so innovative, and the stuff that woman comes up with is just like blows my mind. And she's always been really supportive of me and um, great guidance and advice and whatnot. So I felt inspired by her that I could be in show choir and be a choreographer. I think she just made me feel really good and capable and that I would be good at it. And so that's probably the number one reason. Um, the second is probably from my experience I had at Show Choir Camps of America. I was a camper in 1999 and 2000 in Gulsvig, Demott, and my experience at SEA was just phenomenal and growing as a person, but also as a performer, and just being like, oh my God, this place is heaven. It was literally heaven to me. You know, escape. It's like all the people who love show choir all coming together. I just met amazing, amazing people who are now, which blows my mind a little bit, my friends and colleagues. Like it's crazy to think about. But SEA really changed a big part of my life when I was younger, and I feel a responsibility to give back to kids the way that I think I was given when I was in show choir and from SEA. So those are my top two reasons, I guess.
What if you could pick a I think who was it? It was Damon that said the Mount Rushmore of show choir. Like who would be on that Mount Rushmore for you? Obviously April.
Oh, yeah, I think April, I think is just the most innovative of anybody in the country. I just think she's amazing. Um, Dwight Jordan is just, I mean, like the godfather of show choir. I mean, he's done so much for the industry, and the stuff that he has come up with for years it's crazy. I respect and admire his work so much. I also really love Stephen Todd. I think Stephen Todd does a lot of really great things, and there's like a grace and a beauty to a lot of what he does, and I really appreciate that and respect that. So those are kind of my Mount Rushmore.
Sweet.
Yeah.
If you'd like to follow Steven Todd on Twitter, he just joined.
Love it.
So it's at Choreo80.
Choreo80.
Everybody.
He's been tweeting
Go
up a
follow him.
storm all day long.
Yeah, it's been cracking me up. He's just like a kid in a candy store right now.
Yeah.
It's great.
Also, shout out what Kevin said about April. April is so creative. I happened to glance upon Ankeny Centennial last week at their premiere show, and I have never seen an Iowa choir dance like Ankeny Centennial. So if anyone out there has a chance to see them this season, go do it. I think they're going to be at Urbandale and Johnston, and then they actually are traveling to Fame Orlando, where they'll see like Clinton, some other groups too. But it's
Marysville.
just
I'm excited.
I think
can't wait.
Loveland.
sick choreography. I mean, she did a bang-up job. Wow.
She's amazing.
If anyone was at Centennial tonight and has any thoughts about Centennial show or any of the other shows, let us know.
Ooh, we have a question from Twitter for Kevin, and it's from your Luis.
Ooh.
And it's,
Luis?
what is the weirdest move Kevin has ever choreographed? And I think we should have a demonstration, probably.
Oh.
Yes.
We can turn the camera towards that way. We'll just do that right now.
Okay, I have to think. Let me think.
Turn it up this way.
Weirdest move. Oh my god, this is so hard.
Adam, why don't you choreograph something real quick?
I am. This is my weirdest move.
Wait, okay, I have really
That's a good
tight
one.
jeans on, so this might not happen. I'm gonna teach Adam my weirdest move, and he's gonna perform it for all the world to see. Ready, Adam?
I think that's probably a good idea.
Love
That
it.
will go really well.
He's
Yeah.
the most talented dancer I know. So the boys are on the floor. Livingston Kennedy is gonna die when they see this.
Should I tilt it down? Do I go
Sure.
up?
A little bit. The boys are on the floor. They kick their legs up to the back 45 degrees.
Excuse me?
Kick, touch them, drop it, and somersault to the front row. Needless to say, this move was changed. So his hands are going to be on the floor. He's going to kick out, touch, and drop his feet.
And roll.
Well, we're just going to take the first part at once. So he's going to kick, touch, drop.
Okay.
Ready? 5, 6, ready, and he's going to kick, touch, drop. What? Yep. And then he's going to somersault right up to the camera.
Oh boy. Bye, MacBook Pro.
Like together.
Okay, we're going to try it together. Kick, touch, drop, and somersault to the front.
So one
This is
hand
the end
down,
of Adam's computer, I'm calling it.
down, 4 somersaults.
Sure.
Okay.
Whatever counts he wants is cool.
Can I get a...
Ready, and 5, 6, ready, and 1, 2, 3, 4, somersault, 5, 6, 7, he did it!
Yay!
Thank you.
And that's the only time you see that move, because I took it out of the show.
He cut stuff to RCR.
Yeah,
That's really unfortunate that it had to be cut, but
it's alright.
yeah, I'm glad it was revived on Show Choir Live. That's what we're here for.
Shout out to Bloomington Kennedy, Rhythm and Gold, love you. We go to the other side.
Here's a good question. Which competition this year do you guys think will be the biggest bloodbath?
There's a few really hard competitions. I also don't know. Bloodbath is such a cruel term.
I use it all the time, but
Yeah, I try not to anymore because I like to think that I'm mature and not.
What?
But whatever. Wheaton, Warrenville, Chicagoland.
Chicagoland is my pick, I think.
Yeah, Chicagoland is literally Wabansie, Carmel. I always say it wrong.
Carmel. Glenwood.
Glenwood,
Buffalo Grove.
Prospect.
yeah, well.
It's pretty good. Also, Fame Orlando 2 is my
Yeah.
other choice.
Yeah, I just heard that, yeah.
That one's actually maybe a little crazier. I don't know.
Crazy
They're
is
pretty-
it's not a ton of groups, but it's deep groups. You know, it's Clinton, it's Ankeny Centennial, it's what Marysville, it's is Hart going, I think.
Yes, and Loveland.
And
I
then
think.
I mean
Technical
Nashville
moments.
Nationals is insane. It's
Yeah.
Buffalo Grove, Glenwood, Sullivan, Hastings, Mount Zion. I'm forgetting like 4 others. Center Grove, Clover Hill. Oh, how do I remember these? I don't know. Gosh, there's lots of people tweeting now.
Yeah.
Got a funny tweet from Nick Kwame. Shout out to Nick Kwame.
He's
He says,
upstairs.
he's upstairs. Literally sounds like people wrestling in my living room with Adam Peters and Kevin Chase recording Show Choir Live. So great.
Hi, Nick.
Hey, Nick.
Hey Nick, can you bring me a beverage? Just kidding.
We gotta see what's going on at Centennial because we can't stop this show until that happens.
Texted Steph and she is MIA. But I
It's
have
gotta be soon.
Yeah, it has to be because they're doing a conga line. And
Oh,
yep, we've
It's
got
happening.
a caption, which means that some of the results have been said, but it'll be coming soon. And
Oh, there's another one.
yeah, oh, well, I think we know what happened, probably.
We'll see.
we're getting tweets from the school's Twitter, though, so
Don't want to give it away yet.
I know.
I'm sure a lot of people follow them, but we got to be at the end of awards at this point, if that's
Yeah,
what's
they're
happening.
getting close.
Here's a funny story from Prairie. At Prairie's Awards tonight, Justin Sands, the director of Prairie, asked for the show choir kids to come to mid-court because it's in a gym, and they had no clue where to stand.
They were lost.
They were lost. Go sports!
Sports are good. Oh,
Oh,
all the
well,
captions are out, so.
that kind of just gave it away, but
Well, I don't know. On Alaska won all the captions
that's true.
today. So, whatever. As of right now, Hastings has choreo, band, and vocals, according to their Twitter account.
Yep.
Good for them.
So, we'll see if we get complete results here.
Should
But
be
that looks like.
Do you want to do your, or you want to wait till after results to do your quick fire round?
Oh, my lightning round.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like,
let's do that. Lightning round is my favorite time
Right.
of the show. Kevin, are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. So, I'm going to put 60 seconds on the clock.
there's a lot of them. I think you should just go through them and not do time.
No, it's kind of a joke. I never really time it.
Oh,
Okay.
And I act like I'm keeping track, and I'm not. It's not real.
This one never-
But I like to say, let's put 60 seconds on the clock. It's part
All
of
right.
the whole.
They're on the clock.
Let me have my thing, okay?
Okay.
Lightning round. Let's do this. Okay. Kevin Chase.
Yes.
And away we go. Would you rather drive or fly?
Fly.
What's your favorite movie?
Dirty Dancing.
What's your favorite stretch limo?
Favorite stretch limo? A Hummer for New Year's.
Ding, ding, ding. What's your mom's birthday?
October 12th.
What's the last song you listened to?
He was on the way to Prairie today. After Andrea Bocelli, what was the song after it? I don't remember.
I have no idea. Well,
What's
I
the
listen to
best song
songs that
you've heard in the last month?
What's the what?
The best song you've heard in the last month.
My favorite song right now, and I'm putting it in a show so nobody take it. Cold War by Janelle Monáe.
Name one thing you've learned about yourself in the last year. Deep for lightning round. I apologize.
That I am capable more capable of things than I sometimes give myself credit for.
Coke or Pepsi?
Water.
Coffee or tea?
Water.
Stop that. Android or iPhone?
iPhone.
The best place to visit in the U.S. is blank.
Bemidji, Minnesota, because that's home.
Your favorite candy is?
Hot tamales, warmed up in the microwave.
What?
Game changer.
You know what, though? I like Reese's Pieces warmed up in the microwave. I
Yeah.
can understand that. Apples or oranges?
Oranges.
Oranges or strawberries?
Strawberries.
Strawberries or Hulk Hogan?
Strawberries.
Strawberries or Nat Zagri?
Ooh, I love Nat. He was my camp
I know, right?
Nat.
Yeah, you gotta pick Nat Zagri there.
Love it.
Last time you were lost.
Ugh.
All the time.
April James can attest to this. I'm always lost. If I don't have a GPS, I have no idea where I'm going. Actually, so
The
today at
best-
the Prairie competition, I was lost in the hallway.
Today, that's good.
Yeah.
Best airport.
I like Minneapolis.
Minneapolis is nice,
Mhm.
right? Go-to gas station food.
Oh, the little like tornado roll-up things.
Oh, really?
I know the pepper jack ones get me. And barbecue chips.
You have $1,000 to spend at Walmart. What do you get? Go.
Electronics, like
Okay, I
a TV
guess.
and stuff maybe.
Have you ever run out of gas?
No, but more than any person I've ever met, I always am down to the last mile. So, like, I will run it to, like, 2 miles left, and then I'm gassing up. It's very
That's
scary.
stressful.
Yeah.
What's your favorite competition to attend? I can't speak with this echo. I'm having a
Um,
stroke.
Most recently, my favorite competition to attend is Bloomington Kennedy's, Bloomington Gold, in Bloomington, Minnesota, for two reasons. One, I have a lot of friends and family that come, and two, I thought they had the best live sound that I heard last year.
Cool. I'm excited for that one.
Yeah, it's good.
What's Adam's middle name?
Robert.
What's the worst part about being roommates with Adam?
About when I was roommates with him?
Yeah.
He sometimes left his dirty socks all over the living room floor.
Correct.
That's mild. I thought of three other things.
We're live, people.
NSYNC or Backstreet Boys?
NSYNC.
Who wins in a fight, you or Jennifer Gulsvig?
Jennifer Goldsvig.
For sure.
Yeah, right. Correct. In high school, your favorite show choir show was?
Fort Atkinson. I don't remember the year, but they did Enya, Sail Away, Sail Away, Sail Away. It was like so good.
2002, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And my other favorite show that I used to watch. Sorry, I'm running out. We're running out of time.
No, yeah. There's 10 seconds left.
I was obsessed with Mitchell's show. I think in 1998, and I would watch it all the time. And I didn't find out until later that Stephen Todd was the soloist, who sang "Starting Out on a Journey." I was like, when I found that out, I was like, "That's Stephen."
Is that still on YouTube?
I don't think so. I had the VHS.
We'll get Brock.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I've been there. VHS land.
Yeah.
If you could have any animal at all as a pet, what would it be?
A baby tiger.
Baby tiger. Cute. Pick one thing to disappear forever. Jazz hands, walking tacos, Otis Spunkmeyer cookies.
Yeah, walking tacos.
Oh, you're such a jerk. That's not the right answer. We're out of time. We're out of time.
And
You
on
did
that
pretty good, though.
note, Ankeny Centennial results. 5th runner-up, Millard West, Uptown Girls. 4th runner-up, Ankeny. 3rd runner-up, Linn-Mar. 2nd runner-up, Millard West, varsity group. The 1st runner-up was Urbandale, and the sweep, vocals, choreography, and band go to Hastings.
Go
Congrats,
Hastings.
Hastings. Woo! That's
Shout
awesome.
out to Lynn Warren and Steven. Great job.
Yeah, awesome job, guys.
So, Adam, we have one more little bullet point on our schedule here. Why don't you tell us about our show choir camps of America scholarships, what our plans are for those, and yeah, maybe we'll start to wrap up here.
Yeah, so we are going to start taking applications for the 2 Show Choir Camps of America scholarships that we will be giving away. It's going to be pretty simple. We're not going to make this super, super hard or super, super complicated. Basically, all we want to hear is, what was the question we settled on? Was it, we shouldn't be doing this on air live, but wasn't it why you enjoy...
Why is show choir important to you, right?
Yes. Why is show choir important to you? I just didn't know the verbiage we were going for. Why is show choir important to you? And you can enter this 2 ways. You can either write an essay, and it can be however long you want. We don't really care. Or you could enter a video on YouTube. It has to be put on YouTube and send us the link. And then, I mean, obviously send your name, your age, that kind of thing. But it doesn't matter if you've never been in show choir before and you watch show choir live and you're from Brazil or something, you know, enter. Hopefully you can speak English. Go for it. It's going to be judged by myself, Alex, a panel of esteemed judges, Jennifer and Kurt Goldsvig, and Kevin Chase.
Sweet.
So let's just pick an arbitrary due date. How about that needs to be done by March 1st? What do you say?
That sounds good to me.
Okay, so if you've got a video for us, you can upload it to YouTube, and then if you have an essay, just email us these submissions to showchoirlive@gmail.com.
And be creative. Be super creative about it.
Yes, whatever kind of media you want to create, whatever you want to put together, the crazier the better. Uh, but don't think of it as a creativity contest either, because I mean, a heartfelt essay would be nice too. Like
Yeah,
whatever you
I'm
want to
just
do.
saying, like, you know, I'm only
Do
one of
whatever you feel, man. Whatever you
Yeah.
feel, whatever feels right to you.
Hippie Alex Hall, everyone. Hippie Alex Hall.
Sorry, that was a little bit of a California vibe there for a second. All right, so that sounds good. March 1st, and we will take those and review them and hopefully have a decision within a week or two after that.
Cool.
So get those into us. All right, guys. Well, do you have any other business to attend to?
Just excited. Muscatine's competition is next week. I'm super pumped about it. I will reveal on air here that we are going to attempt to do a live stream free for everyone. We had one set up last year, but it ended up not working last minute. So we are going to do it again, and I think we're going to have success with it. We've got a great lineup of amazing schools: Buffalo Grove, Prospect, Washington, Jefferson from Cedar Rapids, Gretna, Davenport Central, Waconia, Western Dubuque. Lots of great groups.
It's gonna be great.
It's going to be a great week. I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm excited for it too. It's going to be fun. What are you doing next week? Oh, you're coming to RCR.
Yep, I'll be there just to watch. Too many groups, so just going to support
Cool.
them and hang out with my show choir friends.
You can hang out with me and revive me with smelling salts after I pass out.
I have 2 groups there. I'll be more stressed than you, won't I?
Yeah, double. Twice
Yeah.
the stress. That's how that works.
Mm-hmm. Oh, well.
Well, guys, any social media that you could ever think of, you can reach us on Show Choir Live, Gmail, Facebook, Twitter, Google+, YouTube, all of it. You can find all of our archive shows also on showchoirlive.com or on our YouTube channel. And yeah, I think that's it, guys. Thanks for tuning in. This is just the beginning. As you can see, we've got like a whole different software setup going on. So there's going to be a lot of different opportunities throughout this year, and you know, we're going to be able to do some different things with the show. We want to be more interactive with you guys as far as interviews and media, and stay tuned to our Twitter account for news about that. I want to have some contests, and I have some ideas like for weekly contests that I'd like to try that have to do with like video submissions and music, and maybe like a choreography challenge. And
Yeah, we've got some super exciting stuff coming. So all of you viewers at home, tell your friends, tweet about us, let everyone know. Show Choir Live is here.
Show Choir Live is here, and now we are gone. So from Richmond, Virginia, and Iowa City, Iowa, on the first Saturday of competition season, thanks for hanging out, guys.
Bye.
See ya.
Everybody jump, everybody jump, everybody jump.